So I believe that if 2016 was all about media transparency, the ANA report, all of the subsequent chat about the lack of transparency in some of the big media agency networks, I think 2017 is the year where advertisers are going to start to really unravel that lack of transparency and how agencies are actually making their money. And I think the cry really will be in 2017 for a return to media neutrality, because ultimately, if the media agency business model is wrong, where do advertisers go for genuine, honest, consultancy level advice in terms of how to spend their millions of pounds?
So I think 2017 is going to be a tough year for UK advertising in general. The main reason is the economy post-Brexit, or amidst Brexit. And what that means is basically that the ad spend is likely to grow half of the rate that we saw last year. That's a significant deceleration. And what that means for advertisers is they're going to have to spend money wisely, and they're going to want more bang for the buck. So that means that we're going to have an acceleration of some of the trends we've seen already, like the print to digital migration, and within digital, a shift to mobile and social. So that means that traditional media will have to work harder in order to make the case. At the same time, we see things like measurement is lagging behind of the consumer. That's a particular challenge for television, because we're measuring more linear television, and there's no consensus in how we can actually acknowledge the fact that we also have online viewership of television. So this means that the challenges that the industry faces are in measurement and how to show advertisers that you can generate money and clients for them when the ad spend is actually decelerating in an economy that's weaker.
I'm hugely positive about the internet. I think it's an amazing technology, probably the most important technology that's come along in my lifetime. But as an advertising and marketing industry, we have to ensure that the internet is a place that everybody can thrive in. That requires us as an ad industry to make better advertising, to hold all sorts of online companies to account, to make sure that the measurement is impartial. And I think we also have to start looking further than a year ahead. We have to start building our businesses for 5 and 10 years ahead, building advertising, building brands for the long term, and building online advertising that isn't just there to make investors money in the short term, but is going to produce profitable companies for the long term.
So my big wish, or plea I suppose, to the industry for 2017 is that as well as thinking about the business and the pressures that we're under with our clients and with advertisers, is that we also think about the future of this industry. And by that I mean, I think we need to focus on talent, and I think we need to think about how we're attracting the best talent, and I don't think we've quite got that right yet. So for example, I don't think as an industry we employ the best graduates, because I don't think we pay enough to attract the best graduates. I think training's generally quite good, but I'm not sure whether as employers we're properly looking after the overall health and both physical and mental well-being of the teams that we bring into the industry. And I think it's fundamental for the future of this industry that we can attract the best talent, reward and recognise and motivate that best talent. And I think that's my big wish for 2017.
So my key theme, if you like, for 2017, and something that I think is going to really rise to the top of the agenda for many of us, is this notion of martini media. The idea of programmatic anytime, anywhere. And I think with the increasing influence of programmatic upon traditional media channels, with such bold claims from agency holding groups that 100% of media will be traded programmatically by the year 2020, I think this is the year where collaboration and partnerships will be in full force like never before, actually, where we all come together, prove that we are actually better together as multimedia channels, and recognise that actually TV, outdoor, digital platforms, radio, press, the experiential, the bus side T-sheet, every single one of those pit stops on a consumer journey can be automated and could be approached in a systematic manner, driven by data, for the better of the industry, really. So I think you'll see some consolidation as a result of that approach, but I think that will be good consolidation. And the big C pointing to Paul Frampton's 7 C's article for 2017. The big C for me is collaboration, and hopefully this is the year we see more of that.
Okay, so my key prediction for the year is that in television, linear TV will be bought to an extent programmatically within this year, probably across most channels. My key hope for this year is that there is truth and honesty amongst the media fraternity. No more pulling the wool over the clients. Tell the truth. That's my wish.